But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Last Minute Podcast. On all right, guys, Zebo G.
Yep.
And today we got a very special guest.
ASAP Seed.
Yeah. And we back, episode 149, the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas.
That was good time.
It was.
That was a good time.
It was. That's 2 weeks in a row.
It is.
It's 2 weeks in a row. We might just teach Henry some rhythm.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate that. How everybody feeling on this fine, beautiful, humid Sunday?
Fantastic.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm glad. See?
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
I said, how you
Cooling.
feeling? Not what you doing.
I feel great.
Great. Fantastic. I feel superb.
Wow.
That's a good word. That was a good word.
SAT word.
Excellent.
Yes. Fantastic. Well,
Exquisite.
I'm glad everybody's feeling sensational, fantastic, exquisite, and superb. Shout out to our sponsors, MAMACITAS Food Truck and LIBATIONS Mobile Bar. Get your tacos and get your drinks. Let's get this rolling. Let's see what we've been listening to this past week. Seed, you go first.
Starting with me.
Yep.
Let me pull up my notepad app.
Oh, she doing it on the nose. I respect it. I go to my Spotify.
Oh, you just put recently played?
No.
Okay, so. All right.
That was a yes.
Let's roll it. Let's roll through this. Concrete Boys, It's Us.
Yes.
Hard.
Can't get
Facts,
enough of
hard.
that.
Facts.
Rolled? Ran?
Rick rolled? Oh. All right.
I ran. I rolled Anicia's Princess Pop That.
Oh, yeah. Well,
JT's 2 singles, Okay and Sideways.
I still gotta listen to that.
She's tough.
Does
Like,
she have music videos for those?
I don't know.
She's got a music video for one of them.
But I can't wait to hear a album. Am I supposed to hear my voice, by the way?
Yes.
Because I don't hear my voice.
Oh.
Yo. Can you hear? Can you see? So I'm just sorry, y'all. It's kind of off for me. Are we good? Because I don't hear myself talking in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
showing.
Your head is this plugged in all the way? Other side.
Hold up.
Because I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, well, whatever.
That's odd, though.
Anyway, yeah, I can't wait for her to have a EP or something.
Continue.
I'm
2.
listening. I promise.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't record this for nothing. Yeah, Tony Snow, Out the Woods album, fire. Tony Snow and Rob Banks, I Can't Feel My Face 2 album, fire. Me and my coworker were talking about ASAP Mob, and we're like, what are they doing? So I went through all of their profiles on Spotify, and I saw that ASAP 12 dropped a new album, 2024.
Oh, is it?
And I saved a few. I'm not done with it all the way through, but I did save a few songs. I sent you one of them.
Yeah.
The one with I actually don't remember which one I sent you, but very New York beat type of thing.
Good.
It was hard.
Good project?
Yeah. Overall, the songs that I listened to, it was really good. So I really liked it. Party Next Door, of course.
Of course.
Throwback, Joey Badass Rejects.
Hard.
Tame.
All right.
Super hard.
Yeah, all right.
That one gets overlooked because of
Yeah, it does.
1999.
Yeah. And it's a if you know, you know type of thing. Some Afro beats, like random. I have my own playlist. Mariah the Scientist, Janae Aiko, Bryson Tiller, Ruben Vincent, General Admission EP.
Shout out,
Shout
Ruben.
out, Root.
Wiz Khalifa, Wiz Got Wings. Cardo and Slifer.
The best project.
And then last 2, Erykah Badu, Mama's Gun album, and Cardi Dilit. But also on the way here, I was listening to Marze Rendell.
Oh, word. Shout out Marze. I saw that you mentioned Mariah the Scientist. Recently, you went to her concert. And how was it?
And it was really good. It was really good. It was there was a fight 10 minutes before she came out. I'm
Damn.
like, that's great. Why are we fighting? The same thing happened at Bryson Tiller concert. I'm like, this is an R&B. Like,
Fighting the Bryson Tiller
like
is
all
insane.
the girls
Yeah,
are in
that's
heels, skirts. Like, why are we
What is
fighting?
there a fight about?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
question.
But
How you fight listening to R&B? All right.
and it's the fight to the point where like everyone's spreading out.
What?
Like,
Oh, so they fighting.
And I
No,
was
this
front
is
row
insane.
for Bryson, and I was just like, I'm talking like 3 people crammed, like we were smushed when this fight was happening. I'm like,
That's wild.
but her concert was very good. Yeah, she's a cool performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good week from you, Tanner.
I didn't listen to anything.
All right.
Not one thing. Like no radio on the way to work.
Nope.
So I listen to, of course, Larry June.
Okay.
Listen to Larry June, of course. I listen to Live of Pierre 5. I listen to Key Glock Glaucoma 2. I ran self-titled Playboy Cardi. It's Us Volume 1. Listen to Scotty B Cozy Raps. Kendall Cud dropped a new single for myself. Very good. Very nice. I found this artist, Amber Your Rose, out of Atlanta. She dropped a project called Amber Alert. Pretty good. Listen to Jesus Peace, The Game. Party Next Door 4.
Hard.
Yes. It's Us Volume 1. And I think that's really about it. I ran a little bit of AD's latest project. Oh, I ran 4 Bats. EP? You know the EP?
Hard.
Yeah. Hard. The I Hate to Be Alone. It's a single. Push that song. He needs to push that song. That's a single.
He's got a couple songs on there he could push.
Yes.
That could really turn into something.
That is a single. And I listened to Love vs. Money, The Dream album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very great project. I also listened to The Baby's new EP, Ghetto Superstar, the intro. It's cool. It's The Baby. I'm a fan. And I think that's
2 of those songs were misses for me. I didn't like 2. I think the only one I liked was the first one.
For real? Yeah, I know he's pushing the joint with Skrilla Baby a lot. But I know he performed at the Love and Life Festival in Charlotte this weekend and they say he had a great performance.
I haven't seen anything about that festival. Maybe I'm just overlooking it, or I don't follow the right people.
I've been following it. Just
I know it looked fucking packed,
yeah. I mean, so
shoulder to shoulder.
Long, yeah, like
because they didn't have that much room.
Yeah. To keep it short, apparently, like it's going good. It's just they said the biggest critique is they need more room. Yeah. Aside from that, the sound's been fine. The way everything's been going has been fine. Artists been on time. Like everything's been straight. They just said it's just cramped in a small space. They need to like double the space. And they said they'll have a solid festival. So
whose festival is that? Like who's running that festival?
I don't know.
Is that being pushed by like a company or?
I really don't know.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Why aren't they having it at PNC Music Pavilion? Because that's where they had Vans Warped Tour back in the day.
I said
and that
a
was
long
like
time
10
ago.
stages.
Yeah.
Like that. They use the parking lot across the street too.
Right.
Like you can walk over to it. Why don't you have it there?
I said that.
That's a festival place.
Yeah, because Carolina Rebellion used to be at. No, I'm sorry. That was at what's the stuff? Joint at Concord, the Speedway. That used to be at the Speedway back in 2014, 13, and that worked perfect. I did me and some homies did security for it, and that went perfect. I don't know why they stopped that, but anyway, good week from everybody with the music. I also ran Bryson Tiller too, but yeah, good week from everybody. And does anybody drop this week? What month is this? May? Is this May? This is May. Yeah, this is May. Oh, well, the fact that it's May, that means it's a new week for music. Dang, I didn't have who drops this week. I didn't realize it was May. Crap. That's wild. Is it good? See?
I love how we watching you realize it's May in real time.
Is what good? What are you asking me?
Your food. I mean, you're.
Oh, I'm eating these. Can y'all hear me chew?
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's what I said. Is it good?
It's Brookside dark chocolate pomegranate flavor.
Give it up for Brookside.
I'll bust a whole bag of these.
So
I bust a whole bag of these.
So
busting these down.
This month we have Gunna dropping One of One. We have Conway the Machine, SFK dropping an album, and Rhapsody, Please Don't Cry, May 17th.
Oh, shout out Rap.
Yes, and then Moneybagg Yo, Speak Now, May 24th. So,
man, Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But I
saw a lot of criticism on that latest single he dropped. They're just like, bro, how come he can get away with like the same
making the same song over and over and over
Yeah,
again?
it's the same song.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And his last project didn't really do. how that. I mean, number wise, I don't know, but
Yeah.
in my life, it didn't really do all that well.
Yeah, he pretty much peaked already in my mind.
Yeah, what's that?
Gangsta's Pain. that
Yeah,
was-
Gangsta's Pain was
That shit was
amazing
tough.
album. Yeah, when
That
I
shit
read
was
that, I was
tough.
like, yo, like maybe
This
I've been
is
asleep.
tough. Yeah.
I found the information about Love and Life.
Oh, what is
Okay.
it?
It is one of the companies involved with it is Southern Entertainment, SE. It's a Charlotte-based national entertainment, hospitality, and production company since 1994.
Oh,
That's dope.
yeah, that's keeping it
And
in
then
the
the
house.
SBT Foundation, Shaw Boys Toys. It is, it's a toy drive type of thing. Yeah, SE.
Okay, well,
Charlotte-based.
Seemed like for their
Shout
first
out
one,
to
they're
them.
doing a good job. So
Yeah, shout out to them.
hopefully next year we can get a bigger space and some more.
This is the first one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some more like hip hop. I mean, I don't know what type of festival they're trying to go for, like the vibe. But I think the Baby was like the only hip hop
Literally.
artist. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Let's get some
They had
more.
Post Malone, right?
And if he wasn't Charlotte-based, he probably wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Facts. Well, facts. So
That was weird.
yeah, so that's that. But so this episode is gonna be a little different. So we have Sedra Kurdi. She is actually going to. Don't want to use the word interview.
The tables are turning in this episode. They always bring guests onto their podcast to interview them, but I think it's about time, right before episode 150, that they get interviewed. Yeah, let's learn more about our co-hosts on this podcast.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
It's a solid idea.
shout out Seed. Good idea. Well, we're gonna let.
Oh, this was your idea?
Yeah, I guess. So.
Yeah, primarily. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job, G.
Yeah.
I just hit up Henry. I don't know what episode I was watching. I was like, it was Camp Jet Speed. He was asking y'all questions like, "What's y'all's favorite song on the album?" Whatever. And I was like, I like that
facts.
he did that.
I did too.
But we need to. I would love to just have someone interview them.
Yeah. That's
Facts.
probably one of my favorite podcasts we've done because it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was
that
just
was-
a conversation.
that
It
was-
wasn't
he
like
was a
us
good,
interviewing
great
him.
guest.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a dope guess. Shout
out to
out Speed. Okay, well, see, we're gonna let you take the main chair, and
No rap
we
news.
will be
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
sensitive subject.
Trust me, I wish there was rap news.
Sensitive subject.
Trust me.
Y'all will find out
subject.
next episode.
Sensitive
No, they won't
subject.
find out next episode. Trust
Sit-
me.
Sensitive subject. So we're gonna flip the tables now.
Okay, well,
Take over, C.
welcome to the Last Minute Podcast, Seed style.
Seed style.
Well, here we have 148 episodes worth of amazing content by these two, and they also did have a other guest before as well. But yeah, this is the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas.
It is
It
indeed.
is.
It really
So
is.
proud of y'all.
It really is.
You guys know, if you watch my interviews, the first question I always ask people is if we could learn more about who you guys are and just your upbringing. Like, what were you guys like as like grown up kids, like early adulthood, whatever. I'm not saying give me a whole synopsis of what you do
Yeah.
now, but I mean, who are y'all? What do y'all do? And what was it like to grow up?
So, growing up, so I was definitely an outside kid. I would still say I am, but I mostly, to put it in like bullet point form, I said bulletproof, is like, it's like video games, skateboarding, basketball, and like, that's like really it. Like that was like bikes, I would say, but just outside physical activity. But that's really all I did. Grew up in the church, of course. You know, I would say, yeah, good kid. Schools, always kind of how I always felt about school, just like, you know, whatever. But no, growing up was cool. Really, I grew up wanting to be a video game designer. That was like where my heart was set until I like got in high school and really like learned what all that takes. And I was like, okay, let's be realistic a little bit. But I really want to be a video game designer. I was like heavy into video games. Like that was like my life. But I was also wanted to be a professional skateboarder. But I knew that takes a couple cracked bones, a couple, you know.
You weren't really
That's
sacrifice those things.
I was not. So I always just
Oh, you guys-
applaud professional skateboarders from the
Sacrificing
back.
arms sometimes.
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to do that, but that was really it, man. And just kicking it with the homies, and it was like video games. Like video games and skateboarding is literally like the best way to put who I was as a kid.
And who are you?
Now,
Yeah,
so
who are you
now,
Can we get a name? Where do you live?
I kind of do
Any kind of actual biography or like.
I kind of do a lot of things. Honestly, I have like a lot of hats I wear. Creative designer, director, videographer, photographer, DJ. I kind of look at myself as like the piece that can keep everything together, like keep everyone together. I think I'm a great leader. I really do. I think I'm a great leader, and I just like that I stuck to what and we can talk about that later. Like I wrote a note to myself in college, like how I want this to go, like my adulthood, and like everything's going great, and I just know like younger me is like so proud of myself right now. Like so right now, I guess to answer your question, I'm just a man that wears like tons of hats, like a lot of hats, and I like to help my people. Like I think I'm a big helper. I think I'm a big leader, and I think I'm good at what I do. So
Sounds like a job interview response.
Zebo. That is Zebo.
Yeah. Did I get the job? But yeah, that's my answer for that.
So me, a lot of similar things. Grew up. I'm a country kid. Grew up on a good bit of land. My parents own a good bit of land. So it was just me and my brother. That's why me and my brother are so close, because we didn't have neighbors, we didn't have kids, nothing like that around. So, but yeah, sports. Played football and basketball my whole childhood. Video games, skateboarding as well when we were younger, and music. That's really I've really had the same interest my whole life. Grew up listening to music, loved music as a kid. Found hip hop when I was like 5 years old. Watched Get Rich or Die Trying for the first time in 2003 when it came out.
That's crazy.
Fell in love with hip hop. High school and like growing up, it was really, I never really had a crowd. Like I kind of just fit in with everybody because I played sports. I also was into like the music stuff, so I had a lot of friends in the band. Did good in school. Didn't really get in a lot of trouble or anything like that. And then learned a lot from my brother because he had a lot different childhood. So, and then went to college. All my friends started making music. Really got heavy into the music, and then now we're here. I mean, not
facts.
Pretty. It's pretty simple. My brother started rapping 2016. That's when I got into it. Started mixing 2020. Started engineering in 2020 out of necessity, and then everything fell in line. Started PTP. That's really about it. I mean,
facts.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How did
I'm
you?
Tanner, by the way.
This is Tanner. Oh yeah, thank you. Great. Well, how did you guys end up meeting? Like, how did y'all become friends, co-hosts? Like, I'm not saying don't walk me through the podcast part, but how did y'all just end up meeting and just becoming friends?
So can I? All right. So I paid Henry to do a music video for Austin 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah.
2014.
No,
2016.
Okay.
So
About
8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then that was when we first met. Of course, we went to high school together, but Henry's a few years older than me, so I didn't know Henry in high school. And yeah, paid Henry, I think I paid, what was like 50 bucks?
60 bucks. It was 60
it was like
bucks.
50, 60 bucks to shoot. He had just got, I think it was like your second music video you ever shot.
Yeah. Yep.
So met him as soon as he started really diving into his passion. And at the same time, we was really first like starting that was Austin's first music video. So we really just started in this shit together. And then just kept working together, and it eventually turned into Zebo being one of my best friends, and then just kept building, kept working.
Facts. Yeah.
And then I got the whole podcast thing kind of started. I was in college. I went to college in Tennessee, so I wasn't around, but I would come home every now and then on the weekends, and they were already talking about starting a podcast, but like nobody would like do it.
Yeah, like started it.
Like nobody.
It was always a talk for like the longest.
Yeah, it was like, we gonna start a podcast, and it was just because we had all these conversations anyway. I know
Yeah.
Zebo says that all the time, but we had all these conversations anyway. We be talking about the same thing. We just decided to put a camera on.
Pretty much.
I graduated college, came back home, and then I was like, well, shit, let's start this podcast, and bought the mics.
Yep.
Found a place to do it. At first, wasn't here. Started it.
Yeah, it was at my sister's.
Started Zebo's sister's old house. Then we went to Trackside for. No, it started at Trackside.
No,
didn't
it started. Yeah. It started at. It was this music venue here in town, but we started at Trackside. Then my sister was like, "Yeah, y'all can do it here," because she had an extra bedroom, so we did it there. And then we came here.
Yeah. Then we came here. 'Cause
Yeah.
Some stuff changed in Austin's life.
Right.
Not gonna get into that, but this room opened up, so we came here.
Yeah. Everything worked out like perfectly. But,
Perfect timing.
Yeah, because I think originally the podcast, it was gonna be, I think me, this artist Nia Marie, Don, and Martina, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was like who was gonna be the main host. And then life happens sometimes, and then Tanner came back. And he was just kind of like we just kept talking about. He was like, let's just do it. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So like, who's really down? And Martina, she was down 100%. So
Shout out Tina.
Yeah, shout out Tina. So we three ran with it, and hey,
148 episodes later.
yeah, pretty much.
Great.
No, but
And for those that don't know, I am a data analyst. So
You are.
I brought some data for y'all.
Oh
God.
I just mean numbers.
Yeah.
I don't, not the Nardwar stuff. Well, also, wait, I do want to bring up something that Henry said once. December 2017. Henry said, if I made a podcast next year, 2018, like 30 minutes or so, just music-related topics and other random shit, would y'all watch or listen, have different guests on there with me and shit? It'll go through Zebo TV.
What the fuck? Yo, that's crazy. Are you serious?
I swear.
You posted that?
What was that on?
Twitter, 11:50 a.m., December 20th, 2017. So you were
3
saying
years
next
before
year.
we started the pod?
Dang.
And somebody said, why are you even asking? You knew everybody going to watch. And you said, just got to make sure.
who said that?
Wrist Action 007?
Oh, that's Tiaka. Shout out Tiaka. Wow. Yeah, and he actually watches it. Yeah, that's crazy.
You said that in 2017. And your first episode did not air until February 9th, 2021.
Damn.
That's
crazy.
impressive.
That's a 5-year
That's impressive. Yeah, that's
crazy.
impressive.
See, I just had to come home. That's all it was.
I remember.
What's the delay? What was the delay? You said next year. What happened?
It was me.
Besides Tanner. And you only knew him for a year, though. Based on what you just told me.
Yeah. I only knew Tanner for a year.
Were you thinking about doing it solo back then?
I was in college. Wow. Okay. You just opened up a whole. Okay.
Okay, so it was an awkward moment. My bad.
No, that's dope. Okay, so originally I was gonna do a podcast with my roommate Will. It was gonna be a video game podcast, like based podcast, and we was gonna do like how we do rap news, video game news. And if you really want to go Narwire, I actually have a channel that I made in 2008 called PS3 Fanboy 365. And I did video game news. I did gameplay. I did game, and you can still find it. And I did game reviews.
PSP fanboy.
And it was with my dad's camera, and I would sit it on top of a speaker, and I would post episodes like every week. And I had like 10,000 subscribers. Like I was going crazy, and then I got hacked, and then I just kind of let it die, just to throw all that out there. But yeah, I was gonna do a video game podcast with my roommate Will. I think it just never followed through, and I was graduating college that next year. But as far as the music, it's always like been on my mind. Just I never just had for music I didn't have the who am I gonna do it with. So I guess at the time, yeah, it's gonna be solo, but I'm like, dang, I'm such a talkative person. I would love to do it with someone. So I was just waiting for like that perfect co-host. You know what I'm saying? Dang, that was impressive.
That's crazy. That's crazy research.
That's crazy because like
You know me, I
that's
always
exactly
come
what's like
How did
happening
you find
now.
that? Did you scroll back that far?
Listen,
How
one
long
thing,
did that take?
One thing about me, I'm gonna find the answer.
That's dope. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, if you watch my interviews, I kind of go federal. It's kind of
Go
crazy.
me. That's what's up. That's dope.
Well, back to the big data, the big D that I be talking about. You guys,
Pause.
Did you say Big D?
Pause.
Whoa.
I said that on purpose. Are we still missing some buttons?
No, we good. We good.
Oh, there was one button that's not working, right?
Yeah, the very important button to me.
Oh, PC.
Yeah, it's on the water. I gotta get it out of the water.
All right. Well,
Got
you
one
guys
job.
have roughly 11,000 minutes of stream time on your podcast, which is the equivalent to 7.5 days. That's not including streams and like the random clips y'all post sometimes. But
Damn.
on all YouTube videos and Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, it is 11,000 minutes. You guys have talked 11,000 minutes on this platform.
We might be talking too much.
That's dope.
That is
and-
dope.
To know.
Did you add that up? I'm so confused.
Right, I'm gonna let CBC. Thank you for giving me that.
Pause.
Pause.
But yeah, I mean, you guys always say, you know, we're the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas, but
And I mean that because, bro,
Yeah, I mean it.
like-
from
I didn't even
the,
ask the
from
question.
the heart.
I'm sorry, but just just take it from me, bro. I've seen so many people. This just goes for music, careers, podcasts,
Life
whatever.
in general.
Yeah, you know, just like, but like, so many people will start things, and you know, whoever knows what's the reason why you stop. But like, some people will start things, and they just never like. Not that there's an end goal with this, but like, they just never continuously do it. Like with a podcast, ain't no way you can do a podcast once a month. You're not dropping an episode once a month unless you have like some type of crazy pool where like you got like Future and Lil Baby, you know, and Lil Durk in one episode, and it's like LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like unless you're pulling out like heavy guests per
Right.
episode, like ain't no way you can do that. And I feel like with us, like again, like Tanner said, you know, we have these conversations off of camera. So okay, let's just do it on camera once a week. If I could have it my way, and everybody can quit their job and do this full time, I would do this like every 4 days, like easily.
Yeah.
There's enough to talk about in the rap world. Really
Yeah,
just in the world of
there
music.
is.
Like, you know, even just topics that we can just pull out, whatever. Anyway, I say all that to say, I think we're very.
That's the question.
Oh yeah, she did it. But I just think we're very consistent. Like, and anytime I get a compliment about the podcast, one thing people always will mention is y'all like mad consistent, and it's not like this is hard work. You know, it's just an hour out of my day. You know, about an hour to edit everything, and then
Plus, like, it's really easy. Because there's been times where, I mean, we've had 3-hour arguments out there where people are screaming at each other
Yeah.
about rap music and
Yes.
like we talk about all this shit anyway.
Right.
So it's like it's really. I mean, the podcast is really like a milder, narrowed down
Oh, yeah, for
version
sure.
of what conversations are like outside this room.
Yeah, it's just, and I just think we're just one thing about us. We're just very passionate about the music. I've seen lots of local and like on podcasts that it don't seem like they're like they talk outside of the podcast, like they're like homies. Like Tanner's a homie of mine. We could cut the camera off and we're gonna have this exact conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it seems like it's just talking heads. We're just doing a podcast because we had one good conversation at the bar, and then we just think we just start a podcast all of a sudden. It's just like, all right.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, and then they make 4 episodes, and then it's
And then they realize they don't like each other.
yeah, or like they just, you know, well, what else should we talk about? It's like you don't even know that person. Like, you know, I could talk to Tanner about a lot of things, good things, bad things, things I know you're gonna hate, things I know you're gonna love. You know, because I know the person. So.
Yeah, facts.
But you didn't even ask the question, but I just had to
it's
get
okay.
that off my
And
chest.
something to piggyback off what you're saying, I think that I had to put my chains on, by the way.
Wow, what a flex. Sorry, I had to put my chains on.
I forgot to put my jewelry on, but I to piggyback off of what you said a second ago, I think a lot of podcasts, everybody wants to go have that viral moment, and some moments are not genuine. Like,
We just talked about this too.
I think I mean, Joe Budden does a great job at being genuinely like raged about something.
Yeah, genuine asshole.
Yeah.
And I think people try to be Joe Budden so bad, or like they try to react like academics, or
Well, it's like it's not them.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not them. Because
and people are like, "Ooh, that shit was fire," and I'm like, he did. I watched one yesterday about reacting to Kendrick. And
oh my god, them reaction videos fucking.
yeah, he said something that it was just regular, and he was like, "Oh shit," and I'm like,
The thing about them reaction
"Bro,
videos,
turn the microphone off."
bro, I watch reaction videos all the time, like probably every night. It's just part of my like just nightly routine. I watch reaction videos to albums, songs, yada yada, and like they just be so over, like holy fucking shit, yeah, yada yada just said, mama. I'm like, bro, like I heard, I was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We just kept it pushing, but they just want that clip. You know, they just need that clip. And from a videographer, I understand. Trust me, I understand getting that clip. That clip is important, yes. But when you see that it's so forced to get that clip, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit pissed me off. Like, everybody just want that viral moment, and a lot of people try to start podcasts. They just want like a lot of views, and it's like the easy way to get up. Man, it's just like the music world. So many politics with podcasts. Like,
Everybody want to be famous.
everybody just want to be famous. Everybody just want to sound terrible. Everybody just want to like matter. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think a lot of people don't want to. They might post their first 5 episodes, and they all might have 20 views each.
Yeah, they're like, man, this shit dead.
This shit ain't gonna
not
work.
Yeah,
taking
this shit ain't
off.
gonna work. Like, what do you expect? You
You don't even post the link on Instagram.
Yeah, like you ain't even posting on your story. I don't even know that you had a podcast. I didn't know that. Oh, you got 3 seasons? I had no idea.
3 seasons.
3 seasons.
I had
is
no
crazy.
idea. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Post about it.
Yeah,
Don't be
post
ashamed.
about it.
Well, I
Ooh,
think-
that's for a whole nother subject.
Yeah, I think with like the podcast, I think it's different because me and Henry are just consistent people anyway.
That
Like,
too.
like outside of the podcast, like
It's just in our bone.
we're like actually passionate about things and actually put the work in towards things. So when it comes to doing stuff like this, something we're passionate about, it's like really easy.
yeah,
Like, I don't think-
yeah. That
Like
too.
I've never been coming to the podcast and been like, damn, I don't want to do this podcast.
Right,
like-
yeah. She's like, let's talk.
Yeah,
Shit.
like there's shit to talk about. Let's talk about it. Plus, we're informed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're not up here just like talking.
Yes, yeah. I'm always.
Unless we talking about like some shit that, well, I've been uninformed before, but
Yeah.
not
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but if it's
But
important,
not far stretch.
yeah, if it's important and it matters in hip hop, we probably know what we talking about.
But I feel like we can say we're the most consistent podcast, like in the Carolinas, like easily.
I don't know anybody. I don't know another one.
Yeah, I just personally don't know unless someone can put me on a podcast that's very consistent. Not if it's good, not if it's bad.
Music
just consistent,
related.
music related.
Yeah.
Consistent. Then
And by consistent, I mean at least one episode a week.
yes, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, facts,
Shut up.
facts.
Yeah, just
That's how I feel about it.
yeah, we're just
And
very
don't put us in no conversations with nobody.
no, like
'Cause
we're
they not
just-
like us.
No, we're just very consistent people, and I'm very passionate about what I do because some people really play with this shit. And it pisses me off. Like that just goes for podcasts. That goes with music,
yeah.
the video world. You know, the entrepreneur world. Like, nah, like bro, we really do this. Like this shit is like my career. Like this is how I eat. This is how I like wake up and go to sleep. Like, you know, come on, like be for real.
Yeah, when somebody comes around and they don't take it like that, it's like disrespectful. to
Please
people
get
that
on
do.
my face, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's like, okay, we really love this shit. Like
Yeah.
we really put time and effort into this. We really put into everything we do.
Yes.
And when somebody comes around and is like perpetrating that and like trying to just push an image that's not real.
That
and
too,
like,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, we do this, but they don't do any of that
Yeah.
passionately.
Especially in video
It's
world.
just
Like,
disrespectful to people like us.
let me buy a camera and be a photographer.
Yeah, like bro,
like-
a camera doesn't make you a videographer.
Yeah, like,
a mic don't make you a rapper. Like,
yeah, like go ahead, let's see it.
like
do
yeah,
it.
a
Please.
MacBook, some speakers, and a mic don't make you a rapper.
I don't.
A MacBook and a a camera don't make you a vlogger or a
No.
videographer. Some mics and a camera don't make you a podcaster.
Correct. New subject.
Next question.
Well,
You're gonna have to keep us on track. Because
I
me and
can
him
go
get
on.
the
I can go
me and
on
Zebo
about
get the
that.
rant in here.
Yeah, it's just like people be
you
playing,
guys
bro.
were
That
so
shit pissed me
so
off.
passionate about that. I didn't want to cut y'all off.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could have went another 30
Yeah.
minutes.
This is what Henry always says. To continue.
Yes, to continue. To continue. To continue.
2021, the year that y'all uploaded the first episode, that was the era of everybody starting a podcast. Like you would see everybody
That's
with
true.
the headphones,
That's true.
with the mics, everything, and you know some people fell off after 3 episodes. And no disrespect to y'all,
Who's left?
yeah, keeping y'all on track. So, yeah, you guys have stayed strong. You know, it's been years. What was the public perception and reception that you guys got before? Like, just hey, what do y'all think? I want to start this. To after the first few episodes, and then now.
Good question.
From your peers, family, random people on the internet. Like, what was the perception before it was even a thing, when it was just an idea? The first few episodes when people started to see what it is, and then now.
wanna go
So, yeah, sure. So before, so one thing about me, and I'm very grateful for it, I always had lots of support in my life, like from family to friends, from just people. I always had support. So when I would just, like I did on Twitter, you know, when I would just have talks about a podcast, yeah, you should do it. You're a good talker. You have a strong voice. You know, people listen to you, and that's one thing I still get told sometimes is like people listen to you, and that's a huge trait that you should definitely take advantage of if you have that trait, that people listen to you. So I'll say, like, before podcasts, a lot of support. You know, do it. Starting the podcast, I'm tuned in. Yeah, do it. I'm watching it. It's good. You can fix this. You can fix this. Yada yada. Okay, cool. And I'll say now, still get support. I will say it's hard sometimes to get people to consistently watch you. Like how someone might watch Joe Budden, you know, every week, right? You know, and that could just go as far as maybe the setup, maybe the sound quality, maybe the material that you're talking about. But it is hard to get people to consistently watch you and listen to you, and that's fine. But the people that do, I still get told, you know, it's a great podcast.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll even quote me. They're like, "Oh yeah, didn't you say that?" I'm like, "Oh, sick! Like, you watched that episode?" And I'll be so surprised when people like can quote me, or like, I think I saw some clip that you said. Y'all, I'm like, "Oh, sick!" So you talking on Instagram? Okay, cool, bet. So I still get a lot of support. When it comes to the podcast, really, when it comes to just what we do, numbers are important, right? You know, numbers are important, but numbers can't be too important to what you do. If you get too locked in about the numbers, that's when shit not fun no more.
Everything fails.
That's when everything fails. I'm only getting 39 views. Damn, we hit 10 views on this episode. There's been sometimes we hit 8 views. I don't get discouraged. I'm just like, okay, well.
Me and Zebo have streamed to 3 people.
Yeah, we have streamed to 3 people before, like a live
And one of them
stream.
was Seed, being a
Yes,
moderator.
and one of them was Seed, you know, and one of them was probably me looking at the damn shit, making sure it's fine.
And then Austin in the living room watching this
yeah,
shit.
and also making sure everything
And
cool.
maybe Don Rue.
Yeah, maybe
Chaza.
not. And that's fine. I don't get discouraged. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, but we've
well.
also streamed to 80,000 people.
Yeah, we also exactly. So boom, the other side of it, we also streamed to 80,000 people. So I don't even consider it a loss. You know, just learn from what it is. But to answer your question, I get a lot of support. I get a lot of support from this, and the people that watch, it's great. I think Tanner told me some stat the other day about how many like episodes we had downloaded on Apple Podcasts or some shit like that. And it was a big number. I was like, oh, sick. Like, that's dope. I forgot what it was, but
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
yeah. But I remember it though. But that's my answer.
For me, I think it was a little weird, especially for the people that are like close to me, because I'm not the social media guy. I'm not the in the camera I want to be all on the internet giving my opinion guy. I was never like that. I've never been like super big on social media. I mean, I don't even have an Instagram that's in my name. Like, I'm just not that guy. So I think the people that are like closest to me was like, you about to do a podcast, bro? You don't even have an Instagram. Like, so I think it was weird for them. But of course, like everybody was like, yeah, just do it, whatever. Because of course I was passionate about it, and we talk about music, which I can talk about for hours.
Yeah, it just made sense.
And then as far as my family goes, they thought it was kind of weird too. But like Zebo was saying, my family they support me in whatever we decide to do, so they don't really have a. They were just like, this is weird because you don't even like I don't even like taking pictures. I'm not like I don't know. I'm just not one of those.
You're
like,
behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just don't live on the internet kind of thing. So this was weird for me, especially when we first started. But yeah, everybody always supported. And then when we actually started doing it, and I get people tell me all the time, like they agree with certain opinions and stuff like that, or they disagree, which is my favorite thing when somebody comes up to me and is like,
yeah,
I disagree. I'm like, all right, bet, let's argue about it.
Right.
Like I actually had to deal with that last night.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
surprised.
But yeah, I mean, overall, the support's been great since we started.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like, I mean, the people that started tapping in and have watched from the beginning, and then the people. I think it's dope that a lot of people that tap in the later episodes went back.
Yes.
Because I know I know a few people that started listening to podcasts on like episode 115.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, I'm gonna go back to episode 1.
Yeah,
and
one of my
watch the
homegirls
whole
right
thing.
now is on episode 28.
Yeah, like that's a whole different world.
Yeah, she's like, you know that you did blah blah. I'm like, wait, when? She was like, episode 28. Yeah, I'm like, why are you watching
2
that?
years
That's
ago.
wild. But it's like, yeah, like that's dope though. But like, wow, you're crazy.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess I'm crazy.
You know, it's just like, wow, that's wild.
Yeah, Coda did the same thing.
Yeah, like you care about what we got to say that much. Like that's dope. Like what?
Yeah, and it's dope to know that people like care.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
too.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
people,
for
like
sure.
people still care about music. People still want to talk about it.
People want to. The thing about with podcasts now, it's like, I think it's like people want to have these conversations.
Yeah.
They just don't either. They either like let's have a conversation and make a podcast and blow up, or actually I don't know where I was going with that. But people want to have these conversations, and I think like we allow a platform where like this ain't. I don't want it to be where it's Q&A 1, 2, 3. Okay, get out of here. You know, we can sit here and just chat. You know what I'm saying? Some of our best interviews is when I run out of questions and now we just talking. Like that was my favorite episodes, favorite moments for real. But continue. I'm sorry.
Great answers from the both of y'all.
We'll ramble. We'll
I'm
ramble.
glad
now.
to.
Yeah.
I'm glad to
Sorry.
hear you guys had such good perception responses and everything. And I'm sure you guys probably had every now and then like how's your little thing going?
Oh,
or
of
whatever.
course. Of course. I
Right.
get that all the time.
How's your little podcast?
Yeah. How's your little video career going?
But I'm gonna be honest. I say that too. Like I don't know if that's just the way. Like I don't. When I say little, I don't mean like. I'll be like, did you have? How'd your little photo shoot go?
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that in a disrespectful way.
Well, you know, you can
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
when someone.
Yeah, you can tell when it's a
when it's like trying to
yeah,
talk down to
yeah,
you kind of thing.
Because I get that a lot. Actually, sometimes I'll get well, how's your little video business going? I'm like, one, it's not little actually. So and two, it's going very well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Like talk to me. Come on, I'm a businessman. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Well, I didn't even know disrespect. Well, it was disrespectful. So.
It felt
and
that
that's
way.
a transition to career talk.
Uh-oh.
Starting with you,
Fine.
Tanner.
That was a good transition.
Starting with me.
With Tanner, you've been trusted to mix and master. I've got these on my phone, y'all. Sorry, I don't memorize all these questions. But you've been trusted to mix and master some talented, incredible projects for some of the most talented, gifted artists in the Carolinas.
Wow.
Obviously,
Damn.
the end result is phenomenal of what you mix and master.
Thank you.
And
That's nice.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I listen to the projects. I'm like,
That was nice.
Tanner mixed this? What the fuck? Like, you know, damn, okay, whatever.
Facts.
But besides it being a great project and, you know, the response on social media, yada, 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 how do you define success with the projects that you are involved in?
Success to me, music wise, has nothing to do with numbers. It has nothing to do with anybody thinks about the music. A successful project to me is when it comes out, I love it. If I get into a car and I play something I mixed and I genuinely like it and I genuinely want to listen to it, then that project was a success to me. I'll be making music when I'm 80 if nobody ever listens. So, I mean, I don't. Of course, it's dope when you hear the like, damn, this project hard, y'all went crazy, blah 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 blah. But like, none of that matters at the end of the day. Now, I don't want to speak for the artist because, of course, I'm sure it matters to them because it is their, it is their art mainly, right? I'm just a guy, not to downplay it or anything, but I'm the guy pushing the buttons. The words they're speaking and the music they're making is largely on them. And I'm just blessed to be around a bunch of talented people. But a successful project to me is when you make the best product you possibly can, with the tools you have, and then when it comes out, you really enjoy it, and you celebrate it. That's why we celebrate albums the way we do. I mean, we do an album listening party, even if it's just a small, just like a little kickback. I mean, we celebrate our music. It's not like this is not PTP and the artists that are around PTP, even those that aren't formally signed to PTP. This is not your average. These aren't your average local artists. Like, these aren't people that make it as a hobby to say they a rapper. These are people that really love music. And I'm one of those people that really love music. So when we make a project, we're really proud of it every time. And we don't put anything out that we're not proud of. A successful project to me is just something you're able to celebrate, something you're able to be proud of, and something you really put the time to work on and listen to. And I mean, it takes months to make these albums. This is not a quick process, years sometimes. I mean, so it's just the final result is what makes it successful when it comes out and you enjoy it.
And that answer really aligns with something that you once said, which is, my favorite thing to do is to be in the studio making music. It never gets old because the outcome is always different. No other way I would rather spend my time.
When did I say that?
Wow.
A year ago. Okay. Nothing crazy. Just 365 days ago.
Sound like Tim.
But
6 years ago when you didn't have a podcast, you tweeted that.
2013. But I mean that aligns with what you said, a year ago, and I mean you've been saying that on the podcast for many, many years. Could you also just run us through what is PTP and what have you been doing there personally? Who's in this empire? Like, just take us through that whole avenue, please.
So PTP is just a culmination of what products of hip hop look like. Me and my brother started it. It's a record label. Pay to Play Records is what it stands for. And it's just really, it's like I said, we're products of hip hop. We grew up literally in love with music. In love with hip hop music, in love with the hip hop culture. And my brother fell in love with music and started making music. And it got to a point where we were like, I mean, I'm trying not to sound, this shit gonna sound arrogant, but I've always looked at it as nobody does this better than we do it in this area. I mean, I don't mean that as shade to nobody. I don't mean that as a disrespectful statement. It's just how I feel. So it got to a point where I started looking around and I was like, we're surrounded by all these talented people, all these people that really love music. And there's nothing in our area that supports these people. And not like fake support, not taking advantage of artists that are trying to make it, but people that actually support these people that give them access to things they wouldn't have access to otherwise. Because an artist's biggest struggle is all the things that comes after the making of music. So like, how am I going to pay for this music video? How are we promoting this? How are we dropping this? How am I paying for studio time? How am I even going to make this music? I have the music. I know what I want to say, but where I don't have access to make it. And there's a lot of people around here that take advantage of those artists with these pay to perform shows that, the promises of all these opportunities that don't exist. They're just taking advantage of these artists that are really trying to chase their dreams and pursue their passion. And I was just tired of seeing it because I went through it too. I mean, we made music for 4 years before PTP was even a thought. And we went through all of that. We went to these studios where they're just taking advantage of artists. They don't produce good quality. They're not willing to work with you. They're literally there for a check, which is fine. I mean, I don't have an issue with that. Get your money. But PTP is a place where if you're passionate about music, you can come and succeed. We dedicated this house to PTP, to anything creative. I mean, we shot God knows how many music videos in here. We do a podcast in here. The studio is here. I mean, this place is dedicated to people that really want to chase something and really want to be something outside of the norm, because this is not normal. And I wish there was a better way for me to. One day, everybody in this area will understand, but I wish there was just a better way for me to convey it to people that this is not normal. Nothing we do is average. We don't put out any average products. It started in 2021, and we've been going strong ever since. The first project we dropped was under PTP was Through My Eyes, J Ford, which is one of the best projects that's probably ever came out around here. And we've been going ever since, and we're going to continue to drop better music than everybody. And that's how I feel. That's how I've always felt. If you see this and that offends you, say something. I mean,
Say something to him, not me.
yeah, say it to me. Like
That got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but that's how I felt. That's how I always feel. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by people like Zebo who also chases his passions, and it just happens to align with what we were trying to do. So. And I've always respected Zebo's work ethic, and Zebo's always respected my work ethic, and everything aligned.
Seems like 2021 was like a renaissance year for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it was for a lot of people, 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
Right.
But the passions that your hobbies that fueled more into a passion, into a career, you guys are still doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Always.
Well, Zebo.G. Let's run down through your career. You said that you wear a lot of hats. What are some of the hats that you wear? Kind of just take us through, what do you do these days?
So these days, one of my first hats was in, I think, 5th grade. This was MySpace era. I would charge people $15 to let me do the code for your MySpace.
HTML?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was going
Designing
in,
MySpaces.
tell me your color font, size, background, wallpaper. Do you want it to go up? Do you want it to go down? Do you want it this, like that? I was really in there.
5th grade is crazy.
Yeah, it was 5th grade. I remember this perfectly.
$15?
Yeah, which is a lot in 5th grade.
Well, it was like $100 to 5th
Yeah,
graders.
I mean, right, literally.
Who was paying you?
I was getting money. They would give me $15, and I'd say,
3 weeks worth of lunch money.
I'll have
get
it
their
done
MySpace
tonight.
design.
And
Why didn't you eat lunch for 2 weeks? I paid Henry G to do my MySpace page.
and so I could translate that today is I know how to make websites. I know how to DJ. I know how to shoot videos. I know how to shoot photos. I know how to
and edit.
Yes, and edit. I know how to I know how to direct. I know how to I know how sound works. I know, and I got to give a shout out to my dad. He put me on to 95% of all this. But I know how to just, I'll say, I feel like I know how to make people really believe in themselves, and I can speak for what I'm doing with my life now. I'm grateful that I got to quit my job and work for myself, and 5 years later we're here. We're still doing it. I can pay my bills. I can put gas in my car. I can pay my insurance. I can, yada, yada. I can do all this. And again, saying I think I'm a good leader. The hats I wear is bruh, I mean, that was just a list, some of them, but I just feel like I wear a lot of hats and I can play a lot of different positions. I know I know my part in a lot of people's like music careers and lives, and I think I play my parts, whatever that part is. I think I play it like very well, I'll say.
And starting with you and then ending with Tanner, what are some of the biggest lessons you guys have learned in your industries?
Don't take advantage of people. People know when they're getting taken advantage of early, and they're going to see if you're going to continue doing it. Whether that is for money gain, whether that's for like clout, whether that's for whatever unknown reasoning, don't take advantage of people. Karma exists, and just like you said, you know, there's some engineers, there's some studios that they're just here to get a check, and again, that's fine. That's fine. But don't fake pump them up, make them believe in themselves. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You need to shoot with me. I can make you go from this to this. You know, I shot with the baby before. I shot with Jack Harlow before, so he might see it. You know, that's just false. Like, you know, come on.
Selling dreams.
Yeah, you're just selling dreams. Don't sell a dream. You know, you're still chasing yours. So, and I'll give you one more lesson. Do good work. You should do good work. I went through a time period, and I'm proud to say, because it's shaping me into who I am today. I went through a time period where I was just doing stuff for a check. I didn't care how it looked. I didn't care who I shot. I didn't care if it was great, if it was bad, if I knew it was terrible.
As long as they pay for it.
As long as they pay for it, I'm fine. I don't care. I don't really care. I'm trying to get these new shoes. So you want to shoot or what? You know, and I would say that was a dark time, but I'm glad it happened, because who knows, I could still be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But when you make good work, people see that you do good work. One, they're going to want to work with you, but two, they can see you as that is a good businessman. That is a good videographer. He knows what he's doing. That's what I want you to say when you see me. Who is this guy? Oh, he's a dope videographer. He does good work. You know, yada yada. That's how I want you to see me as. Not, oh, I shot on him before. You know, it was straight. Like, it was cool. So and so can probably do a better job, but it was cool. It was straight. I ain't had nobody else. I don't want you to say that about me. So do good work. Be proud of your work. You know, you gotta be proud of your work. If you're not proud of your work, why would anybody else be proud of it? I had to learn that too. So I'll say those are my like lessons: is do good work and don't take advantage of people, because you don't want nobody to take advantage of you. So don't take advantage of people.
You done?
Yeah.
Lot of similar things. Probably the biggest thing I learned is there's no substitute for hard work.
Facts.
You can't. There's no shortcuts to anything in life, especially the best things in life. You can't take shortcuts. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. Nobody's gonna pull you up there with them. You gotta climb.
Facts.
You gotta climb your own way up there. Another thing is you can't believe in people more than they believe in themselves.
Facts.
You put a lot of faith in people because you think you see what they can be, but if they don't believe they can be that, they'll never be that. You can't force that mindset into people.
That's one of the hardest lessons. Once you learn that,
And that was hard for me to learn.
That's a hard lesson.
It took me a lot of times of trying to force people to make music to understand that if
they don't want it,
if they don't believe in themselves as much as you do, you wasting your time.
for real.
Just a lot of don't, like Henry said, always provide a good service. Don't take advantage of people, and really just pouring into the people that deserve it. Giving the opportunities to people that put the work in. Like, don't necessarily don't necessarily try to jump on somebody's wave because everybody else is, or because they're popular or whatever, because they might not even be cut from a certain cloth that you got to be cut from to do this kind of shit. Like, it's not, everybody's not built for this. Everybody don't love this. And don't expect people to be you. You can't expect people to have as much passion as you have about things. You can't expect people to care as much as you do, especially when you care at a certain level and it's really important to you. Then lastly, just don't be disappointed when people show you that don't be disappointed when people show you who they really are. You just kind of gotta accept that if they don't want it, they don't want it. And you can't drag nobody to the top with you. Even we've seen all these people try and drag people to the top, and it kind of just ends horribly for everybody.
Yep.
You can't take nobody with you. They gotta want to come. Can't force nobody to do it.
Yes.
Excellent responses from you two.
Very true. Very true. That's one of I think that's one of the saddest moments I'd say I ever had in my career is whenever you can see the full. There's a few artists where I'm like, you literally could be one of probably the biggest artists in the world, literally. But
the worst thing is when you see somebody give up on themselves.
Yes, but you don't care. You don't whether that's just you don't recognize it, or whether it's just you don't take it as serious as I would love for you to. They just give up because they're not getting the return that they were expecting, and I'm like, wow, like if I had that talent, man, like, bruh, out of here, like.
Oh,
there ain't no way I could have that musical, whether it's music or whatever. There ain't no way I could have that talent and like I'm doing what I'm like doing. Like there's just no way. Like that's like you're psycho.
Yeah.
That's psycho.
One other thing is never let a bunch of people telling you no stop you from doing what you're trying to do.
Oh, that motivates me.
Because there's going to be so many doors that close in your face.
Facts.
While you're trying to achieve something. And I like to say it's like when you're trying not to be normal, it doesn't make any sense to normal people.
Facts.
When you're doing your best to try to be above average and not just have this, and there's nothing wrong with a normal life. There's nothing wrong with going to work every day. There's nothing wrong with that.
A lot of men do that.
and there's a lot of happy people that do that. I just know I'm not like that. I've never wanted to be average. I don't want to be the average guy.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to chase that, there's going to be a lot of people that look at you weird. There's going to be a lot of people that think you wasting your time. And they're all wrong.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, but it's when you start failing when you start believing them.
Yep.
Wise words.
Wise words.
Moving on. Outside of your careers and this podcast, what are your current day interests, Tanner? Or should we start with you? Ankle socks.
Proud of my ankle socks.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any other interests. Mm-hmm. I don't do nothing but make music, and there is a massive amount of people that can attest to that. I don't do anything else. The only things I do are make music and go to music related events.
That's so true.
Tanner was making music so much he didn't even listen to music this week.
No, I listen to music. I was just told I can't talk about what I listen to.
Oh, God. All right, Henry, what do you like to do?
Me, I'll say, like, I love riding my bike. Like, bro, I feel like J. Cole intro music video. Bro, I was around in New York just riding his bike. And I know he was just living life happy. And I know exactly how that feels. Like, I'll go uptown sometimes by myself, pop in some headphones. I'll ride for 5 hours. And I am happy. Like, I'm great. So, ride bike. I still stay very informed with like the video game world. So I'll watch video game documentaries probably like every night. I'll watch like something related to a video game. So I'll say that, and then skateboarding, I'll never give up my first love. I'll never give up my first love. So I still love the skateboard, and whenever it's in season, a new love, snowboarding. I love snowboarding. If I could like
keep that phone in a zippered pocket.
If I could snowboard like every day, bro, I would. Like that shit like fun, super fun. I'll say that's really like about it. Aside from that, man, this what I do. In the gym. I love the gym. The gym is dope.
In that mode.
Yes, we in that mode. Where
That's
they
new.
at?
That's new too.
Where they? Yeah, that is very new. That's like not even a year. Like, where they at? Why y'all not in the gym? What we doing? Come on.
Sorry, I'm making music.
It's okay, and that's fine. But we in that mode.
And
But
you are in that mode, just a different mode.
It's just a different mode. But like, I love the gym. Like, if I had time today, I would definitely go to the gym. Like, what's up? It's arm day. It's leg
We
day.
get some laps in at Davidson.
But those are my interests outside of my career.
With my YouTube, I know that my videos have gotten some people's attention to where it's led me some opportunities. Like someone reached out from Charlotte Sports, whatever organization, gave me the tickets for the game that we went to.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
That's
She
dope.
was just like, "You want these? I saw your videos, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Take it.
Random things. One of my favorite. What is it called? One of my favorite beauty brands, like, put me on her PR list or whatever.
Oh,
like
sick.
some random stuff, right?
That's dope.
Frame makeup.
Yeah.
And she's Iraqi owned.
Yeah,
But
we'll take it.
like random stuff like that. Has this podcast or, PTP or Zebo TV, everything that you do, really, anything has anything come your way from
Pause.
what?
Sorry.
I'm gonna say what I want to say for later. But you said something earlier that was like, I love when people like to. I don't even want to say it, but you were like, I love when people like to come or something like that. So
Oh.
that was
Pause.
that was
Okay, so
crazy.
Why ain't nobody say
So
pause?
to answer your question,
But I was like, Tanner, I don't even want to say nothing. But anyway,
so like opportunities and stuff.
yes.
I would say, well, one with this podcast, we got landed like sponsors.
Yeah.
Like that's dope.
Super dope.
Like, you see that this like you view this platform as as something that can reach out to more people to make your business, grow and however it needs to. So that's dope. I think that's very dope. That we have some sponsors. Then I'll say just like with what I do, man, it's landed me. I got to go on a tour, a countrywide tour, and that was always been a dream of mine. And that was like, man, that was like a top 2 moment, I think, of my life. What's going on tour, and then just got to be in the same rooms as a lot of bosses, a lot of artists like Offset, Chris Brown, Anthony Hamilton. Like, I'm in the same room as y'all, and this camera led me here. So like, that's dope. And then just like, even just on a local level, I've gotten in rooms that my dad would be in, but now I can be in there by myself. You don't have to be beside me. I can come in here by myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's landed me a lot of opportunities. And then just be able to shoot certain concerts. My boy Shell definitely always looks out on media passes however he can. And again, all this, everything that I mentioned, all led to a camera that I press record on. So I'm blessed, man, and I can't wait. I got a few things that I can't even speak on that this camera is leading me to, like, these huge projects, these huge opportunities. So very dope things. I'll say that.
For me, I think, so music-wise, just the amount of talented people that I've gotten to be around because of making music and being involved in music and really paying attention to stuff going on in the world and in the area. Just the amount of dope people I've had the chance to work with and meet while making music is probably the favorite thing that's happened, to be honest. And as far as podcasts, pretty much the same thing. Just the talented people we've been able to interview and been able to meet. I don't know. It's just dope to meet other people that think like you, that care about something as much as you care about what you care about. I mean, it doesn't even have to be the same thing. It's just passionate people are just cool to meet. When you meet somebody that really cares about what they do, it's inspiring. So
And even just like some of the special guests we've had on here, it's just like, wow, like I probably never would have like probably talked to you or get to talk to you on a deeper level instead of what's up, how you doing. There's a few artists on here like we're like me and them, like we're probably like we're cool now. Like dang, like I really got to just pick at your brain for a little bit about your career, about your life. And like Tanner said, it just got to open a wide range of people. Like there is so many dope people around here. It's just like when you just think of like North Carolina, like Charlotte, it just might be like 2 or 3 people that you really like think about, but it's like, no, bro, like there's so many people that rap. There's so many people that play sports. Some people that does this, that, and third.
Dope.
Yeah, like, yo, you are a dope person. Like, wow. Like, I'm blessed to be in this, almost like I'm blessed to be in the same room as you. Like, this is hard. This is dope. So,
and also the family is built like around me.
Facts.
Like
facts.
The group of people that we've been with the same group of people for 8 years at this point. I mean, and the funny thing is we all grew up around and together. I mean, like, some of the artists signed on PTP I played Pop Warner football with when I was 7 years old.
Right.
Like, I mean, I've just known all these people. And nobody had any idea it was going to turn into this. And now it's just one big family of a bunch of creative people that do dope shit together.
Yeah, I will say, from like, if you were to ask me in high school, like, would I be doing this? I would say no. Like,
I would have definitely said no.
Like, not even talking about a camera. Like, I would play with cameras growing up because my dad, he was always in the camera field. He used to work with ESPN and WBTV, and I would go to work with him and get to play around with these cameras and be in the same room as live broadcasts of football games, basketball games. But like, if you was to ask me, would you be doing this? Would you be working for yourself? Would you be having a podcast? Would you be best friends with this guy, this girl? Like, hell no, probably not. Like, I'll probably be, bro. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just cool to see where music and this camera has brought me. It's shaped my circle. It has shaped who I talk to, who I surround myself with. It's shaped my day-to-day activities.
How you think?
Yeah, how I
shapes
think.
Everything.
Yes, how I move. Like, this month is planned. I already know what I'm doing on the 19th because of this camera. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing June 9th. I can tell you what time I will be there because of this camera. So this camera, like, is just like opened up a new life. It's like a new, yeah.
Whole new world.
Yeah, a whole new world.
And speaking of the
booth, she hit that number.
She did.
I feel like I've been losing my
She
voice
did.
on and off the past 2-3 weeks. But speaking of the guests, I don't know, allergies, I guess. But
I feel it.
speaking of the guests and the community that you guys have built yourself with, I am back with the data, the big D.
Continue.
The big data. I want you guys to take a guess. This is episode 149. How many episodes have guests?
Oh, wow.
72.
Like, guests just in general? Is that interviews?
How many
or just
episodes
guests?
have a guest? I'm not saying an interview. It could be like
just someone on
someone else is on the episode. It's not including live
there.
streams.
You said 72?
I think I'm going to go up 86. 86.
I'm going to say we have 48 episodes.
148.
148. I'm going to say
82, Tanner?
65.
My high?
60 episodes.
60? Oh,
episodes.
yeah, I was close.
I couldn't remember how
Dope.
well we did at alternating whether it was we had a guest.
It used to be every other. Yeah,
we
it was
used to do
every
a
other
really
for a
good
minute.
job.
Yeah.
You guys had a run recently where it was like,
Guest.
Oh,
guest.
yeah,
I was like,
stupid.
damn, another interview.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up.
It was going crazy.
Yeah, that's roughly 40% of your whole podcast is with a guest.
Good stats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roughly
this down.
40% of your podcast is guest included.
No taken.
You guys told me like you love the community that you've built and blah blah blah, but some people they're just like, this is all me. I don't want to put nobody on, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, you guys have artists, homies, random people y'all just...
No, just like, no, you're right. I was just gonna say like,
I
man.
didn't ask the question.
Let her finish the question.
You're right. I'm sorry.
He said,
He be ready to ramble.
I'm sorry. You're right. Continue.
That's why I was like...
Continue. I apologize.
Anyway, basically, I was just gonna, you know, say like, I don't want to ask why do y'all like to bring people on your podcast, but at the same, like, you know, you guys open the door to homies and blah blah blah. What makes someone allowed to come to this door? I guess number one. Number two, I guess yeah, you can say why even bring people on? Like, what, you know, this is bigger than just y'all two, and also Tina for majority of the time as well. You know, what's up? Why do you guys like to bring guests on if it's just a homie, an artist? You know, what's up with that?
Cause I probably know what Tanner thinks about it. I want to know what you think about it, because you know music just as well as I do, if not more. You know, sometimes, but I can. Tanner can tell me his opinion. Okay, cool. I want another. I just like more. If I could have like 5 guests at once, I would. If I could have like a circle of people on this podcast, I would. Let's have a chat. Like, let's talk. There is conversations that we can have. So I would say, like, how can you get on here? If I feel like I know what you talking about, or like you got some type of music sense, like I'm not about to just get, you know, Joey from down the street and be like, yeah, come on the pod. Like,
we might.
Now,
If
yeah,
Joey's
we might.
dope,
Yeah,
Joey
yeah,
might get on the
now,
pod.
yeah, we might. But like, you know, like for you, example, like, see, I feel like you know hip hop pretty well. I think you know music pretty well. Where I would want to know your opinion too. I want to know your opinion as well. Like, why not? Y'all might disagree and have a great debate. We might disagree and have a great debate. We all three might just totally disagree and have a great debate. And those are what makes this fun. Like, let's have a debate. There's something.
Chief Keef episode.
Yes, that was a crazy episode. That was a crazy episode. I remember that episode. Yeah. Shout out Carter. But that's my answer. Typically.
I think a lot of the people we bring on here because we think they dope and that we think they deserve to be interviewed, because there's not a platform.
That too.
There's not a lot of platforms around here that are like
good ones.
Really focusing on who's dope. Like, I don't care how many followers you got. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, are you a cool person? Are you like passionate about what you do? Are you genuine?
Yeah.
Are you yourself?
Yeah.
Like, when I meet you, am I meeting you or am I meeting some image you trying to uphold?
That too. And sometimes that gets revealed on here.
It does. We've seen it.
I'm like, so you're not dope.
You're not who you told everybody
you're
you
really
was.
cool on Instagram. On here, you're a fucking dick. Or you don't know music how I thought you did. Like, you're not very.
I mean, we definitely learned some
I know
things.
way more than you. That's
not
to downplay myself, but like, I just figured you knew way more than me. That's wild.
And then back to what Zebo was saying. I like to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah, I love.
Because I know I argue a lot, and it might come off as I always think I'm right, but there's been a couple times on this podcast where I was convinced that I was wrong. Like, where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Which is dope, because like I don't ever want to be the guy that's like, oh, I know everything. Like, if you can convince me that what you're saying and it makes sense, then I'll probably be like, damn, you're right. Which is always dope, because you should never just like quit learning and like just. I mean, you should always be learning something. And if somebody can tell you wrong, and you find out you're actually wrong, why would you not accept that? Correct. And that's what makes arguing fun.
Yeah.
Pop quiz again. Who was the first guest?
Cook.
Yeah.
Cook. Yes.
Shout out Cook. We gotta have him back. He ain't been up here in a minute.
Cook a dog, bro. Shout out
Cook. And that is somebody that really. That's why he's the first guest. He really know music.
Yes, I will bring Cook. Let me hear your opinion about this.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, fact. I'm in a group chat with Cook, and like we be going at it.
Yeah.
Like he'll say something like, "You stupid," or he'll call me like, "No, you're a freaking idiot," and we'll have a debate. But yeah, we need to get him back on here.
Yeah.
Cook is a great guest. Shout out Cook.
He's also part of the.
He's one of those people that can come anytime.
He picked the right side.
You can. You
What's that supposed to mean?
Just about
Forget
something
it, I
I'm
don't
not
care.
allowed to talk about.
about rap beefs and
Oh,
conversations.
the next episode topic.
Yeah, but
Okay, yeah.
Speaking of that,
but
yeah,
anyway, that's it. Shut up.
Okay, cool.
Do one more for me for the sake of time.
One more question?
Yeah.
I got like 3.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
all right. Well, let's answer
What are
them
we
quick.
at right now?
Yeah,
no
we'll answer
rambling.
them quick. Huh?
What are we at right now?
Hour 20.
All right, y'all. So, let's start off with
Respectful.
what is y'all's favorite moments? Yeah, I think everything's pretty quick answers that I have left. I don't have any deep ones, but
Favorite moments.
favorite moments.
The Drake stream.
Oh my God! Wait, which one?
The
CLB?
CLB.
CLB?
Oh my! I'm sorry. I was gonna ask what was y'all's least favorite after this. That was one of my least favorite moments on this podcast.
And then the rap news story about the turtle.
Oh my God, yeah, that was crazy. Did somebody die or something? Went through a windshield or something?
Yeah.
I tried my hardest. Y'all don't understand. I was preparing for this. I was watching every episode 2 times speed to try to find the episode.
Oh
And
my
I didn't
God.
complete every episode, but I was like, which one had the
I
turtle?
know Tina was on there.
Yeah,
was on
she
there.
was.
Because that was crazy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was-
what?
Oh, and
Imagine going to the funeral. That's crazy.
And the one who was a designer on the plane.
Oh, yeah. He was
With the
tripping.
Vaseline.
Yeah, yo. I would say one of my favorite moments is when we was doing a deep dive into Coachella prices. That was
Yeah, that was
yeah,
crazy.
that was crazy. The Chief Keef episode, I think that was a great moment. I would say
Oh, the Christmas live stream. When we were playing Wii in the living room and shit.
that was so random.
That was fun.
Yeah. And then I would say, what stream was that? What stream was that? Was it Beyonce? No, it wasn't Beyonce. Was it J. Cole? I think it was Cole. I think that was like the first stream we did for Fall Off. Not the Fall Off, but the
Off season.
off season. That was
was a fun
fun.
one.
That was a fun episode. I would say those. But again, bro, we don't have so many episodes and like so many moments.
I be forgetting when we
I
talk
probably
about shit.
forgot something
Yeah.
way crazier.
Let me
I'll
refresh
never
your
forget
memory.
the turtle though.
These are my favorite moments. I have to write them down.
Okay.
Episode 87. Tina, the timestamp on her what I've been listening to this week was from 6:30 to 12 minutes.
Wait, was it Ari Lennox? No. Who was that?
No, she had like a
she had a
300
crazy
person
list.
list.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it took her
God
5.5
dang.
minutes, and I commented, "Did Tina give us her monthly Spotify
yo,
recap?"
I remember that. Okay, I do remember that. That was crazy.
Was so long. I was like,
I was
Tina.
like, yo, like you are blowing me.
And another thing with Tina, there was an episode. She said one of her clients told her, one of her coworkers' clients, they had so many roaches that they could have a fashion show.
I remember that, bro. That was crazy. A fashion show.
And Tanner was like, "Who's making the outfits?"
Yo, no, that was a crazy statement. Like, cause that's very specific. A fashion show.
Another one of my favorite moments is when Mavi was here. Shout out Mavi. And Tina said something about her job, and he looked at her and said, "You the police?"
Oh yeah, he was because he was concerned. He was like, "You the police?" And she was like, "No." He was like,
Ooh.
"All right."
Because she said something about a case. or
Yeah,
something.
he's like, "Whoa, hold on."
And Tanner, sorry, y'all were talking about XXX Tentacion's album after his passing, and
Fucking Rick Ross, man.
He said Rick Ross, and he was like, "Why Rick Ross hop on everybody dead album?"
He does. It's always feature Rick Ross. Like, what are you doing? Like, really? XXS and Rick Ross? Why are y'all on a song?
And Noah
He's on Pop
Cyrus.
Smokes too.
Right, like, ain't no way XXX was alive. Was like, you know what? We
Rick
need
Ross.
Rick Ross on this track.
And
Come on,
I need the
bro.
Y'all were
Boss.
talking
Come
about
on,
y'all were
y'all.
talking about Chance the Rapper. This is in Cook's episode, and y'all were talking about Chance the Rapper.
Was it some Taylor Bennett thing? that was funny. That was funny because who started laughing? It was somebody. It was me.
I said, y'all don't listen to Taylor Bennett?
Yeah, and I just started laughing like that's just a
you
crazy
were
thing to ask.
Crying like he was just talking about something. Do you listen to Taylor Bennett? And you just started crying, laughing, and we were like, "What's so funny?" And you're like, "Fuck no."
What the fuck you do, you?
And then he was like, "I do not listen to Taylor Bennett," and that made you laugh even more.
Yeah, like it's a crime. It's like not me. I don't. Like, what about you? I don't either.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Yeah,
then
that's crazy.
I have a screenshot. I sent it to Henry the other day. Tanner, I just want to know what compelled you. Hold up. Gotta scroll
shit.
through. No. It's nothing too crazy. This was like the 5th episode. Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
that was funny.
Okay. I know y'all can't see it, but this is like episode 1, 2, or 3. And you just got a Hennessy bottle right next to you. And he keeps pouring the cup over and over.
Yo, that's crazy.
This is episode 2.
Yo, that's crazy.
I was drinking.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. That's how Tanner was feeling. That's funny.
Like, and I'm like, where'd you get the cup from?
Hey,
This is glass.
We were sponsored by Henny, boy.
Is that in anybody? It look like Crown.
No, it is
I don't
Crown.
drink. I don't.
It was Crown.
Sorry, my
It was
bad.
Crown.
I don't drink, so
was
I'm
I
not.
don't remember. We said,
We was at my sister's crib.
This is like
did I have a
episode
bottle
2.
of Crown?
I
And you
don't
had a
know.
Oh, we were
glass
shooting
up.
on the weekend. We were shooting on like a Saturday. It was like Saturday night.
Yeah, I think you was just like, nah, this the weekend. Like,
Yeah,
I'm drinking.
Nah.
I'm turning up.
My bad. It was Crown, y'all. But and then I'm gonna just end it up and wrap it up with. I know this list could be so much longer, but Henry's mispronounced words.
Oh man. Those
Starting
are-
off strong with rendezvous. He said rendevorous.
No,
Wait, what?
That was
Was that
Tina.
Tina? Oh.
That was Tina. Rendivorous. You don't remember that? Oh my God, that was the funniest. I forgot all about that.
Oh wait, I thought it was you because she was like,
Nah, she was reading
Oh.
off. I think it was like maybe it might have been a Party Next Door track list.
Oh, no.
He has that. He has a song with that name.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Rendivorous. I'll
then-
never forget that.
Damn, I'm not great at pronouncing this word either, but y'all were talking about, I think, X's burial site, I think. And you were like, how do you say this word? Mycelium? And then Tanner was like, mausoleum.
That sounds just like me. Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Yeah, some of my favorite moments are definitely Zebo trying to read these captions on Instagram.
And I forgot whose birthplace, but it was one of the islands. I tried so hard to find it, but it was like one of the islands. And we were like, what are you talking about? You're like, this country. And we were like,
Probably
but I
something
can't
simple
even.
as hell.
Bro, it was something like, I was like, how do you not know how to say this country? But those are my favorite moments.
That's crazy.
But
That was
yeah, we've
very
been talking
fun.
for a little minute, you know.
Thank you, bro. That was great.
Rendivorous. I'll never
Also, one of
forget.
our favorite moments is between whenever me and Tino go back about whose favorite rapper. I mean,
It is-
Rich
Oh, Rich the
the
Kid?
Kid. She was like, that's your favorite rapper. Like, no, that's your favorite rapper.
Ooh, when I say a broken
Oh.
household,
I really like the argument about Soulja Boy being a GOAT too.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
That one got heated.
I think I just
Soulja
remember.
Boy, like his impact, like through the internet and everything.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
I was like, Soulja Boy's like GOAT.
him and Chief Keef, the GOAT conversation with them. I mean, the table is
The
divided.
Chief Keef episode.
How did it get on Cardo's For You page?
I literally DM him. I said, I just want to know, how did you find this? Because this had to be a deep search. Like,
Yeah.
and we just posted it not too long
Yeah.
ago. So how did you find out that we was talking about Chief Keef?
was like,
I'm just curious
Cardo.
for algorithm reasons. I just want to know, how did you find this? Because whatever hashtag it was, I want to
And
do
I
some
was
here.
tagged in it. So I was looking at my screen like, Cardo got wings.
Yeah, me too. And he was doing a paragraph.
Oh my God, he was
He was
pissed.
mad.
He was like, y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. Yada yada. I said,
You don't
first
even
of all,
listen to the video. Like
Yeah.
this side of the table clearly said one thing.
it was definitely divided.
Like-
It was divided.
That was
That was a crazy episode.
That was a funny episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
and those.
Oh,
those
and the
reels are
conversation
hidden.
about Playboy Cardi doing Coachella. That was on one of the live streams.
Yeah.
That one got pretty
yeah.
heated, too.
That one did get heated because he definitely can.
He can't now.
He
Couldn't then.
Coachella headliner.
Yes.
Thank you, Seed.
And this was a whole lot of red. This was a whole lot of
All right,
red.
let's not get into the
Okay, yeah,
argument.
okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
look, 30 minutes later.
I need to think about it.
Okay,
but,
think about that. And let me
yeah.
know, please.
But thank you for allowing me to interview
Yes,
you
thank
guys.
you,
Thank
C.
you.
Yes,
That was
thank you. This was dope. This was great. I appreciate it. Do you want to do a round of last minute questions or you good?
Oh, shit.
Oh, like the 30-second thing that y'all do?
A minute.
Okay.
And we're going to keep it literally.
Okay.
Because we got to go.
Yeah.
like right now.
Yeah.
Oh damn, y'all got something to do?
Yeah, we got a music video at 5. Luckily,
Okay.
it's not too far. But.
Okay, I'm a. Okay, ready? Stopwatch. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Favorite ice cream flavor.
Bubblegum from Tony's Ice Cream.
I'm basic chocolate.
Favorite concert you went to last year.
Oh God.
Fuck. What concerts did we go to last year?
I'm gonna say all the ones that I was on tour with.
I don't know.
Favorite movie that came out last year.
Last
Oh
year.
God damn! I suck at my own segment. I don't
Okay,
have any-
favorite artist to listen to at the moment.
At the moment, draft. I mean, not draft day, but DC 2 True.
Kendrick Lamar.
Favorite Jordan number.
Oh, Force.
Yeah, Force.
Favorite clothing brand.
Oh, hell,
Bad Son.
something black.
Okay. Favorite place to eat.
Chick-fil-A always has my heart.
Chick-fil-A or Bojangles, if we talk fast food.
Favorite dipping sauce.
Blue cheese.
Ranch.
End it with favorite wing flavor.
Strawberry hot from Chicks.
Ooh. I like jerk dry rub.
Thank you for tuning into Last Minute Podcast. You can follow me at Sedra Kurdi. You can follow Tanner at PTP Records.
Pay to play.
Pay to Play Records. You can follow Henry at Zebo G and the Zebo NC page. You can also tap into Zebo's Boombox. Go find your next favorite local NC artist. And shout out to our sponsors, MAMACITAS Food Truck and Libations Mobile Bar. And any final words?
No, wherever you are, as long as the music's good, make sure you running that music video streams. Make sure you're running their albums. But that was good. That was
Good job.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Really good job.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you,
this
Z.
is a great episode.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Last word.
Yeah, last words. That's
Rich the Kid.
That damn turtle.
the white girl that got pregnant and couldn't finish her record deal.
Oh, Krayshawn. Yeah, that's so messed up,
Man.
bro. She literally got pregnant, and they said you kicked off the label.
That damn
And now
turtle.
she owed like $30,000 or something like that. It was, yeah.
And,
All right.
and we out.
Okay, yeah.
We out.
But just know, Zebo is where it's at.